Hey guys, welcome back to USA Car Reviews. Today's a special one, because I'm about to do something I've been wanting to do for a long time, pick up a piece of automotive history that doesn't just turn heads, it makes people stop in their tracks and smile. I'm talking about the 1961 Ford Econoline Pickup. Now, if you've never seen one of these in person, let me set the stage for you, because this isn't your average classic truck. This is a design that broke the rules when it rolled out of the factory over 60 years ago, and today, I'm going to show you exactly why I had to have one. So here's the backstory. The Econoline Pickup was Ford's answer to the compact truck craze of the early 60s, which was fueled by rising gas prices, a growing urban population, and a need for something smaller, lighter, and more maneuverable than your typical full-size pickup. The design was borrowed from the Ford Econoline van, same chassis, same forward control layout, but with a pickup bed slapped onto the back. It was a little bit of utility, a little bit of quirk, and a whole lot of charm. And in 1961, when the very first ones hit the market, people didn't quite know what to think. It wasn't like anything else on the road. Fast forward to today, and here I am, pulling up to the seller's place. I see it from half a block away, low, boxy, with that short, stubby nose that basically doesn't exist because, well, there's no engine up front. It's painted in this light turquoise color that just screams early 60s. The chrome bumpers have a gentle patina, the kind you don't polish away because it tells the story of decades gone by. And then there's that unmistakable windshield, big, flat, and upright, like it's staring right back at you. I can already feel myself grinning. Walking around it, I can't help but notice just how compact this thing is. From the side, you can see that the front wheels are tucked almost right under the driver's seat. The bed is long for such a short overall length, giving it a weird but very practical ratio. It's a single cab, of course, and the cab is perched forward, right over the front axle. That's the whole cab over style, and it means you're basically sitting right on top of the road when you drive it. And that, my friends, is going to make for one interesting ride home. I check out the bed. It's a simple steel floor with some dents and scratches, but it's solid. No rust holes, which is rare for a truck that's seen this many years. The tailgate still swings down with a satisfying clunk, and you can tell it's been used for real work at some point in its life. The seller tells me it spent most of its time on a small farm, hauling feed and tools, which explains the honest wear. Now for the fun part, stepping inside. The door opens with that tinny, mechanical sound that old vehicles have, like a metal cabinet from the 50s. The interior is Spartan, just a bench seat that's been reupholstered in a two-tone vinyl, a big steering wheel in front of me, and a simple dashboard with a speedometer, a couple of gauges, and not much else. No cup holders, no fancy trim, no distractions, just the essentials. You sit up high, almost vertical, with the windshield inches from your face and a panoramic view of the road ahead. And then there's the engine location. I pop the doghouse cover between the seats, and there it is, the inline 6, sitting right there in the middle of the cab. In this one, it's the original 144 cubic inch straight 6, rated at 85 horsepower when it was new. It's not going to win any drag races, but it's bulletproof and easy to work on. I can already imagine the sound of that old motor echoing inside the cab when it's running. We fire it up, and sure enough, it comes to life with that classic old truck sound, a little bit of rattle, a steady idle, and the smell of exhaust that's somehow comforting when you're in a machine this old. I give it a little gas, and you can hear the carburetor doing its thing. It's not refined, it's not quiet, but it's alive, and that's all that matters. The first few feet of driving are, well, interesting. The steering is slow and a little vague, just like you'd expect from an early 60s manual box. The shifter is a 3 on the tree, so first gear is down toward you, second is up and away, and third is straight down. It takes a second to get used to, but once you find the rhythm, it's actually pretty fun. The brakes, manual drums all around, require a firm foot, but they work surprisingly well once you learn their personality. Out on the road, the whole driving experience is something you can't really get from anything modern. You're sitting right over the front wheels, so you feel every bump and every crack in the pavement. The engine noise is right there beside you, so you're part of every rev and every downshift. The view out the windshield is like sitting in the front row of a movie. You see everything, and you're closer to it than you think you should be. People in other cars are turning their heads, giving thumbs up, even snapping pictures. That's the magic of something like this, it's a rolling conversation starter. As I'm cruising along, I'm thinking about how trucks like this helped shape the future of light-duty pickups. They proved that not every truck had to be huge to be useful, and they introduced a generation of drivers to the idea of a multi-purpose vehicle that could work all week and still be fun on the weekends. And Ford didn't just build a quirky machine, they built something durable. The Econoline Pickup might not have the muscle of an F-100 from the same era, but it has its own personality, and that's what makes it special. We stop for gas, and right away, a guy in his 70s comes over and starts telling me about the one he had back in the day. He used it to move furniture, haul dirt bikes, and even take his family camping. That's the thing, you don't just own a 1961 Econoline, you inherit its history, and people are more than happy to share their stories with you. Back on the road, I'm reminded that this isn't a truck you buy for speed or comfort. You buy it for the experience, for the smiles it brings, and for the simple joy of driving something with character. It's a time capsule on wheels, and every mile is like stepping back into a different era. Sure, it's a little noisy, the steering has more play than a loose door hinge, and the suspension isn't exactly luxury grade, but none of that matters. What matters is the connection between driver, machine, and the road. When I finally pull into my driveway, I shut it off, and for a moment, I just sit there, looking out over that big flat windshield. I can hear the engine ticking as it cools, and I can smell the faint scent of gasoline and oil. And I realize this isn't just a pickup, it's a piece of living history, a reminder of a time when vehicles had personality and weren't afraid to be different. I step out, take one last look at it sitting there in the sun, and I know I made the right choice. This 1961 Ford Econoline Pickup isn't perfect, but that's exactly why it's perfect for me. So that's it, guys. The newest addition to the USA Car Reviews Garage is here, and I couldn't be happier. Stay tuned, because I've got big plans for this little truck, some light restoration, maybe a few tasteful upgrades, and of course, a lot of miles ahead. But for now, I'm just going to enjoy it exactly as it is. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep those engines running and those wheels turning.